Hello and welcome back to Risk of Rain. We are today taking a look at an introductory for the sniper. So the basic attack of the sniper does 250% of your damage, and you get a little reload bar that comes up, and if you reload it at the right time, it's like quick reload in some other games, it also gets you bonus damage and will let you shoot again. Steady aim, you hold it down and it does more damage. You can only fire in one direction and then you do massive amounts of damage. A backflip is basically your evade on this character. Most characters have some sort of evade or damage or way of like getting distance or healing. And then your ultimate is a little robot that gets the most dangerous enemy around you and gives you critical strike chance to 100%, so you get crits on the enemy. So let's jump straight into the game. There isn't a teleporter over here, nope, just double checking. So you can see that's the backflip. This is your shot, and then until you reload, you can't shoot again. This is your aim, and then you can do that. You have to reload. Obviously, it's quicker reload. You can see here, apparently this is the most dangerous enemy. So, as you can see, I can't now change direction no matter how much I press. And obviously for now we are just trying to find the teleporter. So you can see my little robot there, and here it is. Even better than that, we've got some health pots going over there. So I can hold this down until they get up to me and then release it to kill them. You can just like keep spamming the button, but obviously, right, so obviously the boss is going to be, you can also call it back, as you can see, you can call your little robot back. The boss is obviously going to do the most damage to me, so obviously you want to try and keep like the robot on him, but maybe right now we don't want to do that because obviously we are not actually fighting him, although we are right now. There we go, you can see you can kind of do this to fight him if you want to. Obviously we get bonus damage against him because of, can we, yeah, you can hold this down here, so. Obviously that's one thing I didn't bring up, it does auto fire your crit thing when it gets to, oh, a nice item for this character. Because, oh okay, there was more there spawned than I thought there was. Okay, so again we can see a problem that I've talked about before with this character. This character is really squishy, and well, reasonable speed. This is also on a reasonably short cooldown, 6 seconds is not bad. And we're lucky there with the teleporter. However, unlike Handy, who was hard to move and so ended up taking a lot of damage, you can move reasonably well, but most of your damage comes from long range. So for example, if I want to shoot this, well, I'm just gonna. So right, now that's disappeared, so it's not going to be the most dangerous thing anymore. So most of the damage is long ranged, and your this skill, you want to get someone to drag them, like the enemy, into the shot, so you can do more damage to them. However, in single player mode, this is really hard. So I only like to play sniper normally in multiplayer, just because I don't feel it's really built so much for single player, because you have to try and stay at the back of the action, which is really hard to do when there's like 100 lee rings on you and you're fighting stuff. And obviously the magma worm, although even in multiplayer it might still go over you, or after you even, is a bit of a pain. I activated that too early. You can see there you've got like a kind of, the shot kind of goes through, so you can do it on a number of people. I'm feeling like the best tactic for this guy is to get wait until the 90 seconds are over and then just kill everyone. That was not what I meant to do. As you can see, health regeneration on this character is also rather bad. Ah. Oh wow, I've not died 50 times yet on this playthrough. So we get a new item, that's cool. I like the look of the character, it looks really cool, and you can see like how his gun looks kind of heavy. Which, I mean, it is, just why the character moves a bit slow, I guess. This character cannot take too many hits. If you take too many hits on this character, it's all you need to be out of combat for a long time. You need someone playing on a melee character to kind of hold them off you while you charge up your shot and devastate hell on them. Once you get, later on in the game, you get items to make you faster and be able to, you can reload quicker and all that kind of thing. You can unrain quite a lot of hell with this character. And like all characters, if you increase the speed of them, they get better. You can get further away and you can get your shots off more. The shots are really long range. We probably can't show the maximum range here because but the shots do have long range. Because if this is a sniper, if you increase your speed a lot, you can get away from people and then shoot them from long range, which is definitely one way to do it. Is it down here? No, it's not. Okay. I don't really know if I want that. Probably not. It's probably up here then. Compared to the other characters, how do I like the sniper? I like the reloading mechanic with every shot, or well, the 2 shots you have to reload them. The bot thing is really cool and it's really useful for fighting. I should have got the go-to for speed. It's really useful for fighting, finding stuff, like when you're looking for the last guy and you're not sure where he is. You can activate the bot and he'll fly off and find him, so you can kind of easily identify what it is. And it also gives you health details on non-bosses, which is very useful too. And shoot. And I think, yeah, we're going to die again there. This is going to be a short video on the sniper because we've more or less showed off what it can do there. What I will just show you, we'll go back to the menu and we'll play again, but we'll play as faster at lower health. And obviously we'll start off at the same speed, but you're going to see this artifact is one of my favourite for like increasing playability of characters. Like Handy gets a lot better early game with this. As you can see, even with a little bit of health missing, you're much faster. But so are enemies. But I mean, with this, the only trouble with this and this character is that it doesn't increase your reload speed, so you still have to stop and reload before you can quickly stop and shoot someone. Of course, you can reload in the air, so I guess that isn't too much of a problem. And so I think building regen items, or if you're playing single player with this character, probably speed items are more important. You need to be able to get in and out of situations, get away from things and then shoot them quickly, get away, reload, get away, shoot them quickly. Using jumps to reload mid-jump is definitely a good thing to do. You can't reload mid-jump, as most things in the game. You can't use them mid-rope, not jump, climb, not mid-climb. Most things in the game you can't use mid-climb. It's not down here, unfortunately. So that's unfortunate. So the hopefully we'll get a longer playthrough in the drizzle mode, because once you get some power going, you can get quite advanced on this character and get you moving quite fast. Obviously it just takes a little while getting used to actually playing and going each way, so I'd played a few games of this before, so obviously you do have this quite a good escape mechanic really. Just gonna go down there, okay. Come back to me. Don't tell me I missed it. But it isn't here. Ah, here it is. Can I activate this when I've got this on? Well, apparently you're really good for taking out that. Let's get out of here. See, obviously you can see moving super fast allowed you to get back and shoot stuff. Obviously you'd never really be able to get this fast in a normal game unless you stacked a load of items. And you got really lucky with your drops. Obviously not such a good item for this character. You don't really want to be building anything that does just stuff when you take damage, because you can't really take much damage. You don't really want to be taking too much damage. Standing still is really not too much an option when you're playing single player, so the healing item that makes you stand still just about for every character is probably the worst of the healing items you can get right now. The fact that you can't keep this down, like you have to release it when it gets to the end, is kind of annoying. So you do have to time it properly, so you can't like hold it until you see the magma worm. When it gets to max and then release it, it has to release at that point. So you have to be really careful for that, because obviously you don't want to miss hitting the magma worm, because that's a decent amount of damage there. Okay, so this is quite cool because you get to move faster and shoot fire, but generally you're going to be away from the enemies anyway, so that's not necessarily a brilliant item. This is a really funny item when you go super fast, because obviously it catches up with you, but the faster you go, the harder it is for it to catch up with you, so it's kind of quite cool. How do I get up here? Teleport's up there anyway, isn't it? So we're gonna have to drop down and then do some of that fires. Oh, we're gonna have to kill him all the way back up, aren't we? I'm gonna die if I'm not careful. We already dropped fire, we don't need that. Cool, we don't quite have enough for that chest. We're dead. Over here. Come back to me. He's obviously on low health because he's moving fast. This wisp is on low health. What? Okay. I like playing with a sniper in multiplayer because you can get that extra kind of damage by keeping them off the sniper and kind of guarding them like as a melee person. As much as you still need to move around a lot, you can kind of get into that situation, especially if you have like the enforcer on your team. Obviously you don't need to necessarily build crit items because you can get this and kind of helps if I reload, kind of get the crit. Using gaps definitely a good thing for this character. You can totally avoid all damage by just hiding over a gap and then shooting them with obviously we can fire from a distance, so I've got another rusty blade. Oh, there's another enemy left. Oh, I missed one. I'm at full health, so I move slow now. So this is what the character normally moves at. You can see like how slow they do move. Really shouldn't hit the keyboard quite so much. Well, we're not going to go hunting for this enemy because this has quite been a good enough kind of tutorial on how this character works and just general explain about this character. So thank you very much for watching this. Next week there will be a video with more play of this, so you can kind of see how it plays out in kind of the easier mode and just generally have a look at how this character works. So yeah, thank you very much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye!